Fortnite has officially confirmed new leaks about Chapter 7 and it's insane. From new Battle Pass skins being leaked to an official look at the Chapter 7 island, which is actually pretty cool, to the 0-hour live event. You guys do not want to miss out on today's video because, bro, there is so much to go over. Remember, I will be gifting 5 lucky subscribers every single day through this whole season, the Simpsons Battle Pass, which you guys do not want to miss out on. So make sure you guys do like the video, subscribe to the channel with all notifications turned on, and make sure you guys are commenting your epic ID name down below so I can add you and send you the Battle Pass for completely free. If you guys are picking up the Battle Pass, and remember, please do consider popping in my support creator code xApplezz, as it does help out the channel an absolute ton. So starting with the live event, last night the official trailer for the event dropped, and we're going to be quickly breaking it down for you guys because, bro, it was actually pretty crazy. Before we get into that though, you guys can see the lobby has now changed inside of Fortnite, which is actually strictly for the live event, which is actually pretty cool. I can't lie, you guys can see it here. It looks actually pretty amazing. But getting into the trailer, at the very start, you guys can see the Jones Rift gun is actually now using pink energy from the Spirit Realm, which is pretty cool, and it's actually kind of like charging up. You then get to see Godzilla attacking something, which is actually pretty cool, as well as Kong's going to be seen in this live event. We're also going to be seeing the X-Wings from the Star Wars season, the Megazord from the Bug season, and also the Giant Homer skin from this season. So we're getting all the seasons mashed up into one live event, which is what they should have done so many chapters ago, but finally they're doing it. And you guys can then see a quick teaser of Kill Bill, who we'll be talking about a bit later because she's actually very important. And then you get to finally see our very first proper look at the Dark Presence, which is by far the best Fortnite villain we've ever gotten. The Cube Queen was a bit meh, I can't lie, but this Dark Presence actually looks really cool. This live event does go down on November the 29th, with the description saying this: heroes, villains, and worlds collide in the final endgame to save all reality. Join the fight in 0 Hour, the chapter finale live event in November the 29th at 9 AM Pacific Standard Time, with all of the other times. Get ready, doors will open 40 minutes before showtime. So we do know the playlist will go live 40 minutes before the showtime does go down, and I can't lie, it is actually probably going to be the biggest event ever because it is 1 gigabyte compressed. That is the biggest live event we've ever seen ever in Fortnite's history. And we do know that the 7's coming back, so we'll talk about that a bit later on. But here are some voice lines that will actually be inside of the live event. These were leaked inside of the update. The Bride says, "Get on," "Hang on your left." Hope says, "The Cube." That's not crazy, that's insane. Back to Springfield, really, this doesn't look like the island. How close are we to rifting? Jones then says, "Cross-reality travel ain't for amateurs." And then Hope says, "Did you finish the calibrations? Are you accounted for dimensional variance?" I don't know what that means. "We're taking heavy fire. We need to hit them hard, and we need to do it soon. Who's piloting that?" So yeah, these voice lines are pretty insane. It looks like the Cube's going to be seen inside of the live event, which is actually really cool. It looks like we're going to be traveling through realities with the reality gun from Jones, and it looks like something's going to be inside of this live event, which is actually pretty cool. The only thing I can think of that's actually being piloted is the mecha suit. So I believe the Paradigm will be coming back inside of this live event with the Paradigm, which is actually going to be pretty cool. There's going to be way more voice lines inside of the live event, but those are the current ones that have been leaked, and I can't lie, it is actually really cool. But like I said, Kill Bill plays an important role because she is actually going to be inside of the Chapter 7 Battle Pass, as she was seen last night at the Chapter 7 premiere, which is actually pretty cool, and she was also seen on the Chapter 7 teaser image. Unfortunately, all of the people that attended the Chapter 7 premiere were all under NDA, so they can't share anything about these little things, but they can tease little things, and I can't lie, the teasers are really cool, such as this image. You guys can see all of the people invited are playing Chapter 7 early, and you guys can see some gameplay on the screen. You can't really see much, but you can see a little bit. But you guys can also see the 7 logo is seen in the background, which confirms they are coming back even more. I am so excited that they're coming back. They're most likely going to be seen in the live event. It's probably going to be pretty insane. But as Kill Bill is in the Battle Pass, the Go-Go Yubari skin was actually revealed, and you guys can get this skin for completely free. All you need to do is buy a ticket for the opening weekend of Kill Bill, and this is available until November the 29th. And when Kill Bill does come into the game, Go-Go Yubari skin will also be added onto your account for completely free. So you can technically get a Chapter 7 skin before Chapter 7 even releases, which is kind of cool. But like I said, we actually do have an early look at the Chapter 7 map, and bro, the map is absolutely absolutely unreal. Before we get into that though, here you guys can see all of the brand new Stranger Things skins that we're going to be getting. We're getting Mike, Will, Lucas and Dustin, as well as Vecna. You guys can see some of the leaked skins here. They look absolutely amazing, as well as some of their cosmetics they're going to be coming out with. This collab is going to be absolutely massive, so make sure you guys are on the lookout for this. I believe this is also coming out inside of Chapter 7, so we're going to have to wait and see for that. But Fortnite Chapter 7 is called Pacific Break, with our very first map teaser here being a remake of the Hollywood sign called Battlewood. I can't lie, it's quite a cool teaser, which Fortnite then posted a reel of multiple POIs, with the first one being like this kind of lazy river POI, so I'm assuming this is some sort of hotel POI. I'm actually very excited to land here, because usually hotel POIs are really cool. We then have this new town POI with palm trees. As we do know, next map is actually set in Las Vegas, so this is really cool. And then finally we have this highway POI, which you guys can see some huge buildings as well as some more palm trees. This looks actually insane. This map is probably going to be one of the best maps ever. I'm very excited to see what else Fortnite do post, because bro, the live event, the chapter releasing, it seems to be pretty big. But the storms will actually be changing inside of Chapter 7. They're not going to just be your standard circle zone now. No, they're going to be different shapes, which is actually pretty cool. You guys can see here, this is just a leaked file. You guys can see like a 7 styled zone, which is actually kind of cool. But then you can also see it keeps shrinking, and then it goes into a circle, which is quite interesting. I can't lie. This is probably going to be very hard inside a competitive, because if you get caught in the corner and then it turns to a circle, you've got a very long way to go. And I can't lie, I'm actually quite excited to see how this does work. But we actually just got a load of brand new leaked Chapter 7 information. So there are going to be hot air balloons on side of the map. I believe these are just for like rotational purposes. We then have drivable reboot vans, which is pretty cool. Solo versus bots mode. We then have a Rift Palooza events that spawn rifts, which is quite cool. So we have like an active anomaly that happens around the map. Quite cool. We're going to be getting a whole gameplay UI update, and Battle Pass has Martin McFly and the Bride, which is actually really cool. We all speculated that the 7's going to be returning. Fortnite have been teasing that a lot, but now it's official. Fortnite have officially added a brand new banner inside of the game files with their logo on it, which confirms the 7 is going to be returning. And we also do have the official Chapter 7 loading screen, which you guys can see, it spells out the word 7. It's not the number 17, it is the official word 7. So we do know the 7's going to be returning, and I can't lie, it's actually pretty insane. But from Tyler, the Creator's trailer, you guys can actually see the brand new Chapter 7 Battle Pass, which is a 7-themed Battle Pass. It's very similar from Chapter 3 Season 2, with like the guns on top of the Battle Pass. Bro, I can't lie, this is actually going to be one of the craziest seasons we've ever gotten. With the 7 coming back, it's going to be insane. But another free skin that's actually inside of the game is from the Winter Rush quest. You guys can get this brand new skin here, which is actually pretty insane. I can't lie, it's like a mecha cuddle team leader. Just, it's awesome, bro. The skin's amazing. You guys can also see the backbling, the pickaxe. You guys can also get a jam track, sprays, all the other boring stuff. But to get this skin, all you need to do is complete Winter Rush quests, 9 of them, and all you need to do for this is just earn XP inside of Tycoon Creator Islands in a party with friends. So basically just go and play Steal the Brain Rot and you'll be able to get this skin for completely free, which I can't lie, it ends in 1 week, so you might want to do this as soon as possible. But like I said, people aren't talking about the insider leaks that have surfaced, and they are pretty insane. It's been leaked that we are getting a Harry Potter collab next season, which means we're also going to be getting a Hogwarts POI on the new Chapter 7 map inside a forest biome. This is going to be crazy, bro. A whole castle POI. It's not going to be like a normal castle, it's going to be Hogwarts. It's going to be amazing. I cannot wait to land at this POI. But we're also getting a bunch of Harry Potter skins, with Harry Potter being the tier 100 skin inside of the Battle Pass. With an early look at it here, you guys can see this skin looks absolutely insane, bro. We're also going to be getting Hermione and Ron come out into the item shop, as well as Voldemort, Dumbledore, and some other Harry Potter skins. It's going to be absolutely insane. But it doesn't stop there, because we're also going to be getting mythic wands that belong to each skin. So every single one is going to have a different spell, very similar to how the lightsabers had different abilities. So say you pick up Voldemort's wands, you're going to be able to use the Killing Curse, which is going to be very OP. I'm extremely excited to try out these mythic wands. I think they're actually going to be really cool. Brooms will also be coming back, but we're getting a massive rework. because right now when they get added into the game, they're just useless, bro. You jump in the air and you basically just fall to the ground. We're going to be getting a whole new rework on brooms, which is pretty cool. But the Fortnite x Formula 1 collab is now finally coming out. These have been leaked for such a long time, and they're finally going to be getting added into Fortnite. And I can't lie, this skins look absolutely insane. We're getting a literal kick skin inside of the game, which is actually pretty cool. You guys can see all of the cosmetics here, but you guys can actually get the kick skin for completely free. If you guys head over to the kick community on X and add them on Fortnite being kick_streaming, then on Thursday, if you check your locker, they'll be gifting a lot of people this skin for completely free. So it looks like the Formula 1 skins are going to be coming out tomorrow, and you guys can actually get the kick skin for completely free, which is pretty cool from Fortnite, I can't lie. Well, technically Kick is giving away the skin for free, but it's going to be absolutely awesome.